Hello all. Today we will study about the weights in selenium. Here you can see that now first we'll see why we need weights in selenium. We need weights in selenium to have synchronization. Now first let's have a look that what is synchronization. Now synchronization is nothing but a sync between a code and a web page. Now, what happens is that when we run our script, sometimes the web page may take time to load cause of various reasons like network issue or your web page contains heavy files. In that scenario, what happens? Selenium will not wait for the web page or the web element that you are trying to interact, and it throws an exception, that is no such element exception. So to overcome this type of scenario and this type of exception, we need weights in selenium. That is, to have synchronization, we need weights in selenium. So mainly there are three types of weights available in selenium, that are implicit weight and explicit weight and fluent weight. Now sometimes you have seen that you have used thread.sleep, but it's not a good practice to use thread.sleep. That is, we what we'll do, thread.sleep for 3 seconds or 5 seconds, 10 seconds will provide it, right? Now it's not a good practice because thread.sleep is a static wait. Now what is static wait? Let's say if I have given thread.sleep of 30 seconds, let's say, or 20 seconds, and the web element we are trying to interact got uh, in 5 seconds, and we have given the wait as 20 seconds, and rest 15 seconds is not ignored in thread or sleep. It will wait for 20 seconds completely. That if you got the web element in early also, it will not ignore the remaining time. It will wait for the time that you have specified. That's why it is called thread or sleep is static wait, and you should avoid that. Instead of that, you should use implicit wait or explicit wait and fluent wait. Now first we'll see what is implicit wait. Implicit wait is a global wait. That means once we declare implicit wait, it is applied to all the driver instance in that web page. In simple words, we can see that it is applied to all the web elements that you are using in your code. And one more thing is that implicit wait is a dynamic wait. That means if I have given implicit wait as 20 seconds and you got your web element in 2 seconds, and rest of the 18 seconds are ignored. That's why it is a dynamic wait. Implicit wait is a global wait and also a dynamic wait. And the syntax of this is driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicitly wait and the time. Now this is the syntax of implicit wait. And the advantages of simply implicit wait is that it is one thing is it is a dynamic wait, and it is applied to all the web elements that are present in that code or in that driver instance. That's why implicit wait. And the main thing is that, and this is the advantage of implicit wait. And the disadvantage is the advantage of implicit wait is that if you, let's say I have given implicit wait of 20 second, and it will wait for 20 second, and after 20 seconds also if you don't get that web element, then it throws the same exception like driver no such element found, no such element exception. So that is the disadvantage of implicit weight. And first we'll see implicit weight practically. Now open the Eclipse. Here you can see that I have created one Maven project. In that pom.xml I have added WebDriver Manager and Selenium versions. And let's now begin. In Selenium sessions I will create one class. This is my package and I will create one class, name it as implicit weight, take the main method and finish it off. Now what we'll do, I will copy these four lines to launch my browser and paste it here. Now here you can see that open the Google. Now I want to search something. Let's say I want to search first cry, right? First cry and enter. Here you can see that it takes some time to load that page. So what we'll do, first copy this URL, Control C and Control V and maximize that page. Now here I will give driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly weight of, here you can see that duration dot, here you can see that there are so many methods available, that is between, from, long, days, hours, milliseconds, minutes. Usually we'll wait for seconds, right? So we'll say of seconds, we'll mention it as 20 seconds. Now let's this inspect this. Here you can see that by dot name is q. We will find that element, right? Driver dot find element by dot name and the name is q. And I want to send anything. First cry, right? First send keys. In this pass the arguments first cry. Now after sending the send keys first cry, I want to enter. So for that method, for entering, we have one method like driver dot find element by dot name, same thing q. I want to now send keys dot then enter. Now after entering, here I want to click on this link, right? Inspect this. Here you can see that inspect this link, data firstcry.com. Will copy this span, control F, will create one XPath, that is span. Once again inspect this. Sorry, it got clicked, right? Go back and just inspect this. This is span firstcry.com data. This copy this it, paste it, equal to firstcry.com. Control V. There are two elements present, so what we'll do indexing, pass index as 1. Now you can see that one of one is showing, that is this element is now showing. So copy this XPath, driver dot find element by dot XPath. XPath is that one, and you want to click on that, right? Here you can see that here I have provided one implicit weight, and it's a global weight, right? What do you mean by global weight here? If I, one sec, okay. Here this weight now is applied, 20-second is now applied for this web element also, and this 20-second is applied for this web element also, and 20-second is applied for this web element also. That's why it is called as global weight. Now let's say if you have 100 web elements and this weight is applied to all the web, that those 100 web elements, that's why it's called as a global weight. Now let's run this code, save this, run this code. Here you can see that it's just entered the first cry, then keys dot enter, it has entered, press the enter key, then click the first URL, that is firstcry.com. This way we, one more thing is that here if I provide driver dot, will just I wait, I'll copy this weight, copy this weight, paste it here, and now here if I make this implicit weight 10, now what happens, this first second the latest weight that I have provided is considered the newest one and it is overridden. Now the newest weight, implicit weight is 10 second. Now you can declare your implicit weight anywhere in your code, and the latest one is considered as the implicit weight, and all the other weights that you have given, that is implicit weight, are overridden by the latest weight, latest implicit weight. This is one thing you have to consider. If I, let's say I'll write 30, then this one is the new implicit weight, and it will be applied to all the web elements, right? Here if I want to, let's say, let's remove this, and if make it 10 or 30, anything, now this weight is considered as the new implicit weight, and this is applied to all the web elements that are present in that web page or in your code or in the driver instance that are present here. You can see the driver, here it is provided. This is the implicit weight. Thank you guys. Do subscribe to my channel, and any doubts, please comment it below. Thank you.